Hello everybody and welcome to LPR. We are here for round 5 for around France. Again, I'm by myself, which is absolutely fine. And yeah, we're qualifying here for the French Grand Prix. I don't believe it's going to rain. I was on the party, they never went, oh my god, it's raining. So, yeah, that's good. Right, so we don't have a full grid. We only have 18. However, I believe 2 drivers are joining in the next 10 minutes, probably. Is anyone on a lap? No, they aren't, because they're all going out. So let's get some statistics up for France. So, it's a 5.842 kilometer track, 3.630 in miles, 27 laps, 15 corners. It's a clockwise track. Lap record is a 132.740 by Sebastian Vettel in 2019, as we have the yellow flags. I think that's just people starting laps. Average speed is around 226.8 miles per hour. It ain't near the tempo of speed, but it's decently quick. Quicker than most tracks. You have the C4, the C3 and the C2 tyres of compound. The mediums and the hards are much slower than the softs. The softs 1.130 seconds faster than the mediums and 1.695 seconds faster than the hards. However, the softs, they are only 8 laps far and they'll be tired already. The tyres tired. I did not mean to make that pun. The mediums go 14 laps and the hards go 18. So what the database recommends is it will be 8 laps on the softs and 19 laps on the hards. Will we see anything different this race? We will see. 22.5 seconds in the pit lane it will take. Hector's retired, however, I believe he might have got a quali ban. So that is absolutely normal. Bowers has set the first lap already. I did not see that coming. 129.173 for the Haas driver. Let's go on to the Ferrari. I think it's Arthur. It is. Let's see what he's going to set himself for the first lap. He's on mediums, so it probably won't be as quick as Bowers, but we will see. He comes across the line. It is going to be a 129.756. Not too bad of a lap. Next up, we have LR Delta starting a lap, and then it will be Snook. No, not Snook. It's the other Mercedes who's starting a lap. So it will be Cam. Yeah, it is New Zealand Cam on the mediums as well. Let's see what he can set himself in the Aston Martin. Pole position so far on the mediums, 128.465. Next up we have, I think it's Luke starting a lap. Yes, it is. Pantry Star. No, it's not Pantry Star. It's what? Snook. Okay, apologies. 128.708 on the softs. Rooney goes second, takes that 128.521. Also on the softs. And Jono goes last place with a 130.9, but that is on the medium tyres, so obviously if he goes on to softs, he will jump up the grid. Next up, we have we've got an Alpha Tauri. That'll be Boet starting his lap, so it'll be a Ferrari of LR Delta who will be next to come across the line. Maybe not, because he hasn't validated. Is he going to come into the pits? Yes, he is. That was quite a naughty move there into the pits, but nothing too important. Pantry Star, let's get his lap onto the board then. I'm just going to get the chat up so I can see. 5% rain for quality and race, going up to 20%. So I'm presuming that's for the race, which is interesting. Maybe might see a little sprinkle of rain. Only 20% though. You know what this game's like. It probably means nothing. Right, we have Luke who's coming into the pit lane. He's not happy. Next up, we have Cad, who is also going into the pits. I think mostly everyone's coming into the pits. Maybe be... yeah, I think so. Rooney also in. Cam Rules, I think, is on a lap. He's invalidated it. Cool. So it'll go to Boetz. Believe so, right. Let me quickly check something. I've been pinged, I don't know what for. What on earth is that? Right, okay, Boetz. He's going to come across the line. What is he going to set? He's going to set a 130.662. That puts him P6 on the leaderboard. Done that on softs. Next up, we have a Red Bull Vestia who's starting his lap. Got Ewan, also in P17, who will be starting his lap, weaving across the track. It's a bit laggy, but I'm hoping that's not my internet. It isn't, because Tech is also weaving and it's not as laggy. So maybe Ewan might be having a tiny bit of internet issues, but hopefully it won't affect him in the race. Vestia apparently has set the fastest Sector 1. Whether or not that's true, we'll find out by the end of the lap. Do we have anyone else who's going to finish the lap? I don't think so. I think Vestia and obviously Tech and Ewan. Oh, Vestia's invalidated. Can I check what his sector? Because I'm interested to see if he was actually fastest in Sector 1. That could be quite big for the championship. Vestia, where is he? He's 22.243. Compare that to Cam's 21.9. That's definitely not quicker. Or down off even. So we've got Ferrari of Arthur starting his lap. Storm, no, not Storm, it is Boetz. He has improved his lap. I thought he wasn't on a lap. I don't know what made me think that. This keeps lagging. Right. So Vestia is starting another lap. His map has not gone off red. Has it invalidated him for another lap? That could be quite hurtful. So Hamrick also starting a lap. So we've got quite a big queue of cars coming across. The thing is though, this is a little bit slipstream. However, it's quite a dirty, airy track, because who was that who just went up? Cam Rules, 129.059, that puts him up to P5. Decent lap from him. Tech, fastest of everyone at the moment, a 128.336. I did not see that coming. If I'm going to be quite frankly honest. So at the moment, our pole sitter is a 128.3 by Tech. However, we need to remember that Cam's lap time was on the mediums. Therefore, we cannot say that it is 100% certain he'll keep his pole. It depends what Cam wants to do. If he wants to stay on mediums, he can, 100%. Right, next up, who do we have potentially starting a lap? Arthur moved himself up to P2, 128.3, so now I think the track conditions are slowly but surely improving. Is Vestia, I'm assuming, yeah, he's invalidated. That's quite an unlucky invalidation. We've got Hamrick on the mediums, and then we've also got, I think, Snook in P5 at the moment. He will be coming across the line to see if he can improve. So let's see where Sir Hamrick can place himself in the grand scheme of things. On the medium tyres, of course, it's going to be a 130.5, which puts him up into P5. Pantry Star is actually the one who's going across the line. Alpine or Rooney, that is going to be. He's going to go pole position, 128.311. It is getting very close at the front three at the moment. So looking quite an exciting qualifying already. Literally, the grid is separated. I'm not going to try and work it out. The top three separated by 48 milliseconds. That is very impressive. Shows that we have got a very close field here in LPR. Right, next up we have Pantry Star. No, it isn't, it's Snook Star. I keep getting confused between who it is. We also got Hass or Bowers, I think it is. Snook Star stays in P5, only improved by 40 milliseconds. Bowers is up 5 temps. He goes up to 128.688, puts him up to P8. Next up, we have a Red Bull of Sir Hamrick, who has already completed his lap, as that was a corner cut off the track. Don't know if that was exactly legal, breaking his own rules maybe. Pantry Star, let's see if he's going to move himself up the grid. I would expect so, because I think his first lap was on mediums, so you would expect him to go up the grid. We do now have a full grid because Carrot Finger has also joined. We also have LR Delta coming on behind. Pantry Star moves himself nowhere. He moves up by 8 tenths though, in terms of how quick he was. LR Delta 130.368 just slots in behind Pantry Star, who recently just set a lap. We also have Luke, who's starting his lap. I can't spell. Oh, apologies about that. For some reason I thought my eyes controlled the controller then. That was a stupid move for me. Storm also starting his lap, and we have the Aston Martin of New Zealand Cam, who's going to start his first lap on the soft tyres. So it does, the clouds are coming in. It is getting a little bit cloudy. I don't expect it to rain, because like Storm said, only a 20% chance of rain. I doubt it's going to affect anything. If it rains, it'll only be a little bit, I would expect. Tech's also coming out. Who's that? So that's Boett's starting his lap. Why is the menu's gone? I don't know why it did that. I did not press anything. So Boett's starting his lap. Cameral's also starting his lap. Pantry Star just finished his lap. So did LR Delta. So CAD is invalidated. We've got a Red Bull of Vessia, I think that is, behind. I'm doing really good here. And then we've got Luke, who is on a lap. So let's watch on board with the Williams driver. Ooh, getting a bit on the inside there, losing the rear end. We are in, I don't even know what turn it is, because the one track which has corners for some reason have disappeared. It's oh, is he coming in? He is coming in. Interesting. Snookstar has retired from the session. Not too sure what's happened there. We have Carrot Finger, is that? He's invalidated. Storm's going slowly, so that is not exactly qualifying over, because we've still got another 3 minutes. Let's just remind you, we have... Who's the other Alpine? Oh, it's an Alpine one too. Tex has started his lap. We have Haas, but that will have to be Jono starting his lap as well, which means it will be Boetz who will be completing the next lap. So everyone who was going to do a lap actually rather was really struggling with grip, or was just generally couldn't improve. Is it possibly raining and we can't see it? Because a lot of people are now retiring, which is interesting. I didn't expect anyone to retire. Boetz improved by 2 tenths. Is it raining? I don't know. I can't see any rain, but that could be graphical glitch, as CAD also retires from the session. I'm not sure why everyone's retiring from the session. Is it going to rain? I'm going to be very surprised if... Because Storm said that the chances have gone up to 20%. I didn't know if that meant further into maybe the race or something, but maybe it meant in the qualifying session. I don't know. Watching on board with Jono, let's see what it's set to is, if it's going to be an improvement or not. I don't know. It's weird. Do we have anyone else on laps? Tech might be finishing this lap. He might be getting a little bit of slipstream here from Big Boy Ewan. Let's see if it's going to be an improvement for Tech. 31 Racing is 3 milliseconds. Now, that could have been a big change, but it wasn't. Carrot Finger up to P8, 128.8, as I thought Tech was going to throw it into a wall then. Storm, he's going to finish his lap. Let's see what it's going to be for him. It's going to be P16 for him. Jono comes across the line. Will it be an improvement? Up to P10 at 129.1. Biggest improvement we've had in a while. It is not raining. Everyone is just retiring from the session, I think. I hope. though it is very cloudy, I cannot lie. Next up, we have Billy, who is starting a lap. Oh, it is raining. I just saw a sparkle of rain. Okay. Interesting. So the percentages are actually random. I didn't think that was real, but it is. So these guys are now can use the rain as a little bit of an advantage, maybe. It really depends on how much it rains and if it's going to be drying or not, dry enough to improve. It's all about the grip as well. Grip will be lower, but sometimes the rain can be beneficial, you don't know. Is that Tech doing another lap? No, it isn't. It's Williams. It's Luke. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 drivers who have not finished a lap. Yeah, that is Luke going through every single corner possible to try and improve. That I don't know if this is illegal or not, because he is a steward, so you'd expect him to do so. So Hamrick, he is 7 tenths up on his lap. Let's see what he can do. He was up to P12, 129.6. Okay, dokie. We've got Storm. He's improving by another 8 tenths, so I think he might have made a mistake on his first lap. So he knows he can improve. What's it going to be for him? It's going to be a 30.9, still along 7 tenths off Ivan, or LR Delta. Apologies, I did not mean to spell his name out like that. How long do we have left of the session? It would be lovely if this yellow flag would just go away. Oh, who was that? That was Sir Hamrick, who's gone into a wall. We've got 8 seconds left to go. And it's Pantry Star who will be the last to go across the line. Billy has not been able to improve. Pantry Star, will he be able to improve? He will not. So that is qualifying session over for him. Arthur, he's going to come across the line. Let's see what he can do. Did Luke make it across the line? I don't know if he did. I think he might have. Arthur, he doesn't improve. Luke did make it. No, he didn't make it across the line. He cannot improve. That's what you get for corner cutting. And I think... Oh, hang on. We've got Cam. Will he be able to improve? Oh, very wobbly on the exit. I don't think it's going to be an improvement for him. It would have been an improvement for him. I reckon it would have been pole position. But he slew down. So he obviously thought medium to a better choice, which it probably is, to be honest. So that is your qualifying session over. We will now wait for NRX Storm to come into the pits or just retire on track. That would just make life easier. Everyone's finished. There's no need to waste any more time. So... So that is your qualifying session over then. Pretty close qualifying actually. Tech, if he just made maybe one more correction, he would have got pole. Same with Arthur though. So it is Rooney on pole from Tech 31 Racing by 23 milliseconds. Then from Arthur 48 milliseconds behind Rooney. Only about 20 milliseconds away from Tech as well. New Zealand Cam only a 10th behind Arthur. Snookstar in P5, Bowers P6, Bibble Ewan in P7, Carrotfinger 8th, Cameral's 9th, Jono 10th, and then the guys who can start on whatever tyres they want is Cad, Sir Hamrick, Boetz, Pantry Star, LR Delta, Storm, and we had no laps from Hecht, Luke Tured, Vessia, and Inoja MSFC. I call him Billy because that's his name, and he hasn't told me off for not doing it, so I'm going to carry on doing that until, if he wants me to stop, I will. Because it's long trying to say his old name. Even saying MCFC is just long. And I don't like that team, so, you know, it is what it is. Right, so... Oh, I forgot to send a link to the Discord. Apologies about that. I absolutely forgot. So it is dry. I believe it looks dry. Let me quickly share the stream to the Discord, guys. Right, so we've got the formation lap now. Exciting times. Are we going to get to the formation lap, or are we just going to be staring on the screen? Because that timer finished. or are we having a lobby glitch? Oh no, we're not. We are going for the formation lap. It is a 2-stop apparently to the game. However, this database is saying otherwise, so it's going to be interesting. Oh, something's going on behind there. Some people are getting off straight away and flying through, while others sitting back. I think that's LR Delta's overtaken Cam. Cam's in AI mode. What is going on over here? Why are these guys so crowded with each other? Why is Cam in P9 as well? I don't understand why he's in AI mode for the first place. That's... I don't know if it's penalisable, but oh, heck, going a bit off track there. So let's see what everyone started on then. So top 10 obviously had to start on softs, apart from Cam, who started on mediums after his blistering lap. Could be very much a dominated race from him. Then we've got Cad, Hamrick, Pantry Star, LR Delta, Storm, Hecht, Luke Red. Oh no, Hecht isn't. Luke Red, Vestia and Billy, who are on mediums, and Hecht is on hards, while Boetz starts onto the soft tyres. So maybe he's going for an absolute alternative strategy of the year. We've got Hamrick there. Don't know what happened. Did they have contact there? Who's that going off straight? That is Cam. Now, why is he going straight off there? I don't know what he's trying to do here. Pantry Star and LR Delta have been disqualified from the formation lap. So, considering they're on medium tyres, that is not what they want, that's for sure. Anyway, let's go up to the front of the field. What is going on with... I'm presuming this might be my internet, but actually I don't know. Some people are lagging, some people aren't, and that's interesting. Right. Rooney has got a little bit of a gap to everyone else behind. He does maybe want to slow down a little bit, so his tyres don't get cold sitting on the grid for too long. So, here we are. It looks like after Bowers, yeah, Big Boy Ewan has just made an absolute train behind him. So that's going to maybe make everyone else's tyres a little bit colder. However, I'm sure Cam... he might be benefited a bit by this. And that is not very PG, but we will let it slide for now. Who sat behind? Oh, I thought someone else behind. Right, here we go then. I want to keep this temperature up because I like the fact I can just slide through. I'm not going to keep it up for now because it's the race start, but afterwards we will bring it back up. So, here we go then. The 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights for the French Grand Prix. It's lights out and away we go. Who gets the better start between the two Alpines? It looks very close between the two of them. Who's going to get out in the first corner first? Please don't have contact between the two of them. It looks like it might be Tech. It is Tech who takes the lead from Bruni, from Arthur, from New Zealand Cam, who did not get a jump from anyone yet. Ewan right behind Cam though. He will want to try and jump him as soon as possible, I'm sure. We are now having the leaderboard glitch as always. That is absolutely brilliant. It's going quite quickly though, so that's quite good. Anyone who's dropped positions, I don't think. That's a lovely camera angle that. We have Cam on the back. Oh, LR Delta's out. What's happened to LR Delta? Oh, it looks like Hecht and Delta have had an incident. I'm not too sure what's happened there. That, I'm sure, is not the greatest thing that Delta wanted to see. Vestia makes the overtake on Carrotfinger into P11. He's at an absolutely blistering start. Meanwhile, Cam has made himself up to P3. Has overtaken Arthur. I'm sorry, I did not catch that because we were too busy looking at the incident. I'm surprised there was no safety car actually between Hecht and Delta. Who's that? That is Ewan going very wide off. That's put Cam up to P6 now. He is doing quite well on in his Alfa Romeo. However, he doesn't want to make contact with his teammate. Right, so we have a set to 3 yellow flag. That is Billy, who has gone round. Maybe an incident between Storm and Boetz and Billy. I'm not too sure. As Billy's gone round again, he's overheated his tyres way too much. Meanwhile, two Alfa Romeos are still fighting it out for P6 in this race. However, we do have a little bit of a fight between the two Alpines as well. It's hard to keep up with everything. Is that Billy again? No, it isn't. It's just a random yellow flag just waving at absolutely nothing. As now Snookstar is now behind someone who's DNF'd. Don't believe that for a second. I don't know if this is right or not. I don't know what's going on. What is happening? Right, we'll just try and find an overtake. Looks like Cad might be making a move on Sir Hamrick. Potentially. This is a brilliant game, I can't lie. He isn't. How is Arthur now ahead of Cam, but the game's saying that, but he's not. That makes no sense. Timings on this game is amazing. Anyway, so tech leads from Rooney, from Cam, from Arthur, from I believe Snookstar, from Big Boy Ewan, from Cam Rules, who's getting maybe overtaken here by Bowers. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh, Cam's gone straight off. I am not too sure what's just happened there. I believe he's still in the race. However, he's gonna get front wing damage from that 100%. What happened there? Did he just get a massive snap of oversteer? Maybe cracked a bit too much under pressure. That has put him right down in P18. Luckily, there is a pit lane just there, so it won't cost. Oh, I've got a 10-second time penalty for that as well. Wow, this game can be harsh. Snooks just gone round. I'm not sure. Oh, he's joined on track right in front of Luke, and he's now just doing donuts. He's going to get disqualified for driving backwards at the straight. Where's the safety cars and all this? I'm quite surprised there's not even been a virtual yet. Billy's gone round again, so that's his third spin. Cam's got a 3-second time penalty, I think that is. What is going on in this race? Oh, meanwhile, we've got Rooney trying to make a move on tech. Didn't see that coming as Carrotfinger overtakes Bessie. I wish it was like real life where I could make like a mini screen as well, so I can like keep an eye on everything, but I can't. Don't think Rooney's going to make a move on this lap. However, he has got a decent run on tech, so maybe a potential move, but I don't think so. Oh, gains a lot through that corner as there's another set to 2. That is for Boetz, who's now gone round. We've had a lot of spins this race as Hecht makes his way past Storm for P14 in the race. Right, so who's next up? We have a bit of a train from Sir Hamrick all the way down to Bowers. So we'll see what happens between them lot as Hecht, I think, maybe has had a spin. I think he has. Has he got front wing damage? That does look quite a bit understeery. I think he's lost his whole front wing. How has he done that? Maybe an incident between him and Storm? I tell you what, Hecht has amazing speed. He just seems to get put in the worst situations, and it's costing him so much in these races. Hopefully we'll see a comeback from him because, yeah, he's got the pace. Let's just say that. So, yeah. Meanwhile, though, we have a fight for the lead of the race. We have New Zealand Cam trying to make the move on Rooney, who is trying to make a move on Tech. Here we go, maybe a potential change for the lead. This could be Tech jumping all the way down to P3 here, as Rooney takes the lead of the race. As oh, that's Cam who's hit Tech, and he's gone round. Oh, that could be crucial in this race. New Zealand Cam obviously trying to fight for this championship. I think he said, oh, he's got a 5-second time penalty as well. Oh, that is so unlucky. I think he said at the start of the season, he is going full out in this season. He's going to try and make the championship work. He knows he's got the potential to do so. And it's just really unlucky from him. He just gets screwed over every time. And that's Cad, who has gone round and he's hit the wall very hard. How is he still in this race? I don't even know. How is there not been a safety car? Where even is he? How is he spun there? I don't... That's a very odd place to spin. I wonder if he maybe had contact with someone, because that's a very odd spin. So, at the moment, Big Boy Ewan in P4 because of Cam's spin. Cam is carrying on. Has he not got front wing damage? Surely he did. He hit the wall, didn't he? No, he hasn't. Okay. He didn't hit the wall. Sorry, I apologise for saying that. I don't know why I said that, because he definitely didn't, because it was in quite an open area. Cad pits, so Snookstar, despite spinning, all the way up to the P13 again. Carrotfinger gets a 3-second time penalty. I believe, didn't he win last race? I need to double check that now, because I don't know. Who did win last race? It was Austria, so it was Carrotfinger, yeah, I think it was. Because Vessiar won on track. Yeah, it's Carafinger. Okay, so meanwhile, still got to fight for the lead. This is where France gets quite boring. All the action happens in the first 5 laps, and then 30 Air just messes everything up. Cam Rules gets a 3-second time penalty. He is down in P60 at the moment. Vestia makes the move on Carafinger. And they're still going side by side here. Who's going to come out on top? That's an awful camera angle considering they're fighting. Looks like it is Vestia again. These two are very close on pace. It has been shown multiple times. Now, Vestia just wants Hamrick to kind of let him through, you know. Faster car, that is Cam! Round again! What has happened to him? Well, he's rejoining on track very aggressively there in front of Jono. He's going to try and fight him off. And he does. What is going on with Cam? He's spun twice now. In the last 2 laps. Has he got front wing damage? Let's check. I don't think so, by the fact he's stayed out. He's gone to the side though. I don't think he has, no. As Vestia are going to try and make the move on Sir Hamrick. Sir Hamrick is not making it easy for Vestia to try and get past. Snookstar retires from the session. He's done that in the pit lane though. He's just gearing up, I think, by the looks of it. He hasn't even bothered to try and continue in this race. He doesn't think points are an offer for him. So unfortunate for him, but we'll see him, I'm sure, next race, or in a race, let's say that. Billy gets a 3-second top. That's Carafinger. That's him out, surely. Yeah, that is 100% him out. Surely that's a safety car now. That is a huge crash. That it is. That is very unlucky from our race winner from last race. So unlucky. He's just got caught on the inside curb, outside curb, should I say, and yeah, that is unfortunate for the Williams driver. So the safety car's out after 6 laps in this race. I thought the safety car wasn't on, to be honest, because with the amount of crashes we've had and spins, I thought, nah, surely not. But it is apparently on. I wonder if they've just maybe put it on reduced. Let's check. I don't know what's Cam's being weird, bro. I don't know how he's being weird. I think maybe him and Rooney might have had a crash. Oh, in fact, they did, didn't they? Rooney pits. Will Tech follow in him? So they're doing double stacks. This is not going to go well for the Alpine drivers. Big Boy Ewan is going to gain so much out of this. In fact, he actually could come out in the lead of this race because the 2 Alpines are in the middle of the pit lane. All the other slower cars and everything like that, they're going to... Oh, okay, he's got out ahead. I generally thought he was going to get held up there, but he hasn't. So, Rooney will take the lead from Big Boy Ewan, I'm presuming, because Tech's going to drop down so far. Luke stayed out. Interesting strategic call from him. He's on the mediums. It's kind of like Lewis Hamilton in a way. Everyone's pitted apart from Luke. Big Boy Ewan comes out in P3 then, in a technically a net P2 because Luke hasn't pitted. Arthur comes out in P4. So Hamrick's pitted onto a set of softs in P5. Bowers in the P6. Tech's dropped all the way down to P7. Cam's just oversteered in the turn 1 on hards. Vessia's on mediums. Jono's on mediums. Pantry Star on mediums. Storm's gone on to softs as well. Cad stays out. He's only just pitted though, so that's fair enough. Hector also stays out. Boetz has pitted onto mediums, and Cam has pitted onto hard tyres. He might as well take that opportunity to go onto the right strategy. So, it is now Luke who leads the French Grand Prix. From Rooney, who takes the... He's practically in the net lead. There's something wrong, the rear isn't there, Cam says. Something tells me you might have rear damage, mate. If you ask Jeff, I don't know if he can hear me, but if you can ask Jeff to check for your car, he will tell you either way, because I know there's an MFD glitch at the moment. So, yeah, you do that. Might as well get advice out, why not? Look, safety car, he's here, people are watching, we might as well. I've been asked to call, I'm not going to, because obviously I'm doing the comms. Comms first. I'm doing comms at the moment, but we'll after. So... everyone has caught up, I believe, apart from Boetz, Cam, and Billy, who I believe will obviously catch up. But yeah, interesting race start so far. It's quite a mixed up grid compared to the last race. Because the last race, this grid was switched upside down. Who's that who's maybe spun? Cad, maybe? Yeah, he's dropped 2 places. He's now overtaken Storm and Pantry Star. So, did they get a legal overtake? Someone's gonna get 5 seconds, isn't it? Is he illegally overtaking him on the safety car? I don't know. Oh! He's gonna run into the back then. Right, come on boys, catch up. So these guys are gonna be on fresher tyres and... Actually, no, they won't. If all these guys with 5 seconds, I would take all of it, honestly. So the likes of Cam, who's got a 5-second time penalty, I believe. I'd take that penalty. You're at the back anyway. What's the difference? I think so anyway. Incidents. Oh, you got a 10-second, didn't you? So might as well just serve it now. Oh, actually, no, you can't get 10 seconds from it, can you? That's so stupid. Such a stupid rule. They do it in real life, so I don't see why they don't do it in... I don't see why they don't do it in the game, but that's just the game for you. No, it's like it's been broken all race. Maybe your setup's just wrong. Maybe whoever gave you the setup was messing with you. Hello, Bryn Evans. So let's run down the order one more time. We've got Luke to Red, who leads from Rooney99, from Big Boy Ewan, from AFCB Arthur, from Sir Hamrick, from Bowers, from Tech, from New Zealand Cam, I don't know why I said Arthur, from Vessia, from Jono, from Pantry Star, from Cad, from Storm, from Hecht, from Boets, from Cam Rules, and Billy, who's just caught up, so we should hopefully be getting underway this lap. I hope. Because safety cars are quite frankly the most boringest things in this game. For both drivers and commentators, it's in this lap. It's a massive dub. So, let's get underway then. In this French Grand Prix. How will Luke do this? Will he fight Rooney for position? Or will he kind of just be a bit easy on everyone? Or is he going to do a strategic move? His teammate is out, so it's going to be interesting. As it's a decent restart compared to Rooney. We get underway then. Green flag running any second. No! And it's Luke who leads the race from Rooney, from Big Boy Ewan. From Arthur, who's getting overtaken by Sir Hamrick potentially here. No, Arthur keeps the place. I think Arthur is already there. From Bowers, oh, they're still fighting. It's gone, Sir Hamrick. He's on the softs compared to Arthur's hards though. A little bit of wheel banging, but nothing too much. Arthur defends his place. There is already a massive train growing on behind Luke. Rooney should get... That's an old league name. I don't know what. Rooney should get past Luke pretty easily. Will Luke let him go though? As simple as he should. He's going to fight it back here. Oh, maybe not. He's run himself out of road. And now, Big Boy Ewan, he lets himself through. As there's a load of 3 seconds suddenly get gained here. These two are still fighting it out. And Sir Hamrick makes a move up to P4. Oh, Jesus Christ. He is now going to be on the charge to get Luke. Luke's just getting out of the way. Okay. Exciting fighting that. Oh, maybe not. Luke defending it. That was a really odd defense, but it worked. We've got Cameron Storm fighting out. Looks like Storm is defending though from now. We've got so Hamrick is absolutely flying on these softs. I can really see. Oh, Arthur's going to try to set up the inside. This is not going to end well. Arthur has just pulled off the move of the century, but here's Sir Hamrick coming into the middle. They go 3 wide here. Surely there's not going to be contact from these guys. Well, who's going to come out first? It's going to be Sir Hamrick. What a move from the Red Bull driver, just sneaking in the middle, and he has just pulled off an incredible move. That could be the move of the season, that. That's an amazing move he's just pulled off there. He should be proud of that. He's now up to P3. He's going to be charging down Big Boy Ewan and Rooney. For the lead of the race, however, he probably will need a pit again. We've got New Zealand Cam Round again. So maybe he's having the same issues as Cam in terms of rear end grip, as he now drops down. Oh, that's Billy. Oh, I luckily not collect anyone. He's gone round again, and that means he's dropped back down the order. as Luke drops down to P5. He is really struggling here. He's using the overtake to try and defend from Tech. Tech is also using overtake to try and get past Tech here. They're going to try and go side by side. Oh, who's going to get it? Surely it's Tech's place, isn't it? Luke's going to defend us. Oh, still goes side by side, and it looks like Tech has got the move, though. I don't see Luke being able to make the move back. Hecht passes Pantry Star in meanwhile territory as Vessia now on the back of Luke. Is now just watching Luke get swamped from left, right and centre here. This might have not been the best strategy. Luke's sending it from an absolute mile. Luke just could not do anything, and he's actually lost the place to Jono in the meantime. Jono is now going to try and make the move on Vessia. These two go side by side. Who's going to come out on top between these guys? He's going to break later. It's going to be Jono, but it's actually worked out for him because he's now been able to pull out around the outside, which turns into the inside. Vessia's got the better, like, grip, the better exit. I couldn't think of the word then. And he's now lost the place to Jono, who is still kind of leaving the door open for him. And it's Jono who's now gained 2 places in again a corner. Vessia's now got a 3-second time penalty. He does not want to get them because if he remembers what happened in the last race, it won't matter. Anyway, Big Boy Ewan on the attack on Rooney. Who's he going to be able to make the move? Goes side by side. Big Boy Ewan takes the lead of the race. I did not see that coming, but it has now happened. Vessia now overtakes Jono again. 4P6. Luke 2 Red overtakes Cad. Cad flies to the back, and it is now Luke down to P10. Storm overtakes Cam Rules up to P14. Cam overtakes Pantry Star for P11, 12. Apologies. Ooh, I saw someone else have a good run there. Cam making the move on Storm again. And yeah. Oh my god, I could not catch my breath there for a second. I was catching every single move there as it happened. So, Big Boy Ewan now leads from Rooney, from Sir Hamrick, who is on the charge. Bowers makes a move on his teammate, up to P7. Can I catch my breath yet? I think I might be able to. I don't think anyone's making a move through these type of corners. Oh, that's quite a lot of action there. I know Camelot's Seb and all, but he's literally being a Seb right now spinning. I should not have read that outstream. That was what Bryn said in the chat. I don't know if the chat replay's on. If it is, that is what Bryn Evans has said in the chat. Not me. I just want to say that. I'm not getting anyone. I like Cam. Good guy. As Vessia gets another 3-second time penalty. He's pushing maybe a little bit too hard to defend from the 2 Hath boys here. Seems to just be struggling a bit in that Red Bull. As Carrotfinger leads the session. Unfortunate from him today. Nothing he could really do. Bowers on the attack on Vessia. Will he be able to make the move? Maybe up the inside. He's on hards compared to Vessia's mediums. Sits back for now. As Jono gets a 3-second time penalty. That's his first penalty, and he's actually gone round, so that's going to be a harsh penalty considering he lost all that time he just gained from that 3 seconds, wherever he did, presuming corner cut. So he's now down to P15 after he was on a bit of a charge. That's going to be music to Vessia's, that's for sure. We have got 15 laps to go in this LPR Grand Prix. That is Bowers round. Everyone I go on, they just spin. I don't understand. I want to see some racing. Oh, that's getting very close. So, Bowers, 2 Hasses have both done what Hasses are meant to do, and that is to spin. So, yeah, Pantry Star gets overtaken by Cam. Anything else going on? Okay, Cad. Getting under attack by Hecht and... No, wait, what? No. I'm going mad. Vessia is being under attack from Cad. Hecht and, well, probably Cam in a minute because he's flying. As Cad really just trying to go around the outside of Hecht, who is having a great comeback. I did say keep an eye on him because he is always a quick driver. He has the potential and he is showing it off. He was in last place. That safety car has absolutely changed his race. Meanwhile, Sir Hamrick, side by side with Arthur, and it looks like he has lost the place now. His tyres may be going off, soft say 8 laps, and I think that might be starting to show now as Cam gets a 3-second time penalty. His race is really not going great at the moment as these two still going side by side. Arthur just about being able to defend Nearly run himself out of the road. Tech also. Oh, that's Lpr Round. Oh, I did not expect that spin, and that is him out of the race. That is the Ferrari of Lpr out of the race now, and that's another safety car. Please, why another safety car now? Strategies. The Ewan's missed the pit lane. Rooney has also. Sir Hamrick hasn't. Tech hasn't. Vessia hasn't. Hecht hasn't. Cad hasn't. Cam hasn't. Another Cam hasn't. Both Cams 8th and 9th at the moment. That messed me up. That caught me off guard. Storm hasn't. Everyone else is going to pit apart from who was that who didn't pit? Bobetts, who has stayed out. Billy's coming in. I think Luke will probably come in. It's probably the best choice. Cad's gone on to softs. There's no way the softs are going to work. As Jono... I don't think Jono needs to. So, who's coming out of the head? Oh, Tech, who's now jumped everyone in the pit lane. By the looks of it, he's up to P5 now. So, even though he lost a load in the pit lane the first time, so yeah, yeah, Cam, I knew you were. Oh wait, hang on, no. Oh, I got confused between the two Cams. Oh, okay, this got confusing. New Zealand Cam's in the chat saying, swear I had to change controller settings. Broke. You can probably go into your, if I can probably show you, because there's nothing going on. We go on to controls, vibration and feedback, onto your controller, edit. Go on to calibration, and you can always change the throttle deadline and things, so if it's, you know it's not the car, just go on here and change to this, and you can always get your throttle to be maybe a little slower, or even the brake. You know, if it's definitely something to do with the controller settings, you can always check that. Definitely on the safety car, just do it. Might as well. I don't think you get a penalty for going in AO in the penalty track, and if you do, I'll take your blame, because I told you to, and it's not your fault. Meanwhile, so let's look through the grid now the pit stops happened. So Big Boy Ewan stayed out. From Rooney, from Bobetts, who is staying out, is going to stay out for another lap. I'm presuming he will. Rooney's into the pits. Interesting, so is Bobetts actually as well. Interesting strategy calls for these two. Luke to Red also coming into the pits. So he will, well, drop to the last again, but he could be on the better strategy to be fair. So the grid is now Big Boy Ewan from Sir Hamrick, who's now up to P2. Great drive from the Red Bull. Tech in P3, Hecht in P4, Vessia in P5, Cad in P6, Cam in P7, Cam Rules in P7. I'm going to now point out which Cam it is. That's Cam Rules, Storm in P8, New Zealand Cam in P9, Pantry Star P10, Bowers 11th, Billy 12th, Jono 13th, Rooney 14th, Bowers 15th, and Luke in P16. Ignore the joke about Nikita. You spelled Nikita wrong completely. Looks like both houses have been driven by Nikita Mazepin. You can't say that about drivers, man. And also thanks Chris for saying good comms. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Right, so hopefully we will get underway shortly. I hope. Because I hate safety cars. Well, I mean, they're nice, definitely when you need a toilet break. I don't need a toilet break. I went before the comms for the first time in my life. So realistically, the safety car is boring, and it's boring for the drivers as well. Chris is saying, "Come on, Ewan, do us proud." I think he did switch over to Will for this game, so this could. I don't know if it will be his first win on Will, but it'll be his first win in LPR for a while, that's for sure. So I'm sure he would love to win around here, but I'm sure so is Sir Hamrick, Tech, Hecht, Vessia, Cad, Cam Rules, everyone in the grid. So it's gonna be very interesting. In fact, the grid's really complicated in terms of tyres. Hecht in P4 as Storm and New Zealand Cam have had an incident. So I think that was New Zealand Cam got 5 seconds or Storm. Anyway, let's get to going to the restart. But boy Ewan comes across the final corner and he will start us off for the French Grand Prix. He has had a better exit than Sir Hamrick, who is on much fresher mediums. So, boy Ewan starts us off in the race. Billy has overtaken Jono, however, I don't know if that's an exactly legal overtake. As he goes a little wide there. So, he will be sure to try and catch that gap back up. Meanwhile, further down in the field, just the camera angle is awful. What is that helicopter cam? Here we go, much better camera angle there. New Zealand Cap up to P8 then, he overtakes Storm straight away. We also have Bowers, who's going to try and overtake Pantry Star. However, do we have any overtakes further up the field? Let's see, we've got Cad, maybe trying to make a move on Vessia. Softs are a very interesting strategy, but it could work. If there's another safety car, it could literally be the best move in the whole race, and he could win the race. Billy, another 3-second time penalty. Meanwhile, Vessiard making the move on Hecht, who is on 3 laps older, hards, and that moves him up. Meanwhile, there's a big fight here going for the lead. I do not actually see the gaps make it seem like it's not, but it is very close up in front as Billy overtakes Pantry Star. Billy is on a charge. Storm so much not. He is dropping, I think he's dropped 2 places now, make that 3. New Zealand Cam overtakes Cam Rules. That's a fight between the Cams. Talking about Cam, Cam Rules has now spun, and who's that? He's gone flying off track. I have no idea. Oh, that's someone going to the pits off Powers. So I don't know what's going on with Cam Rules. It seems like both cams are just not being able to get the right setup, maybe. I'm not sure. As that is Lpr Round. Oh, is that Billy? No, that's Cad. Did they have a crash? I don't see any contact between the two. That was really weird. Meanwhile, anyway, let's go back up to the front of the field. Lap 17 out of 27. We have 10 laps to go in this race. Cad gets a 3-second time penalty. Very unfortunate from him. His strategy could have worked if there was another safety car. However, being spun out probably hasn't done him the world of good. As Bowers is only just leaving the pit lane. That feels like more than a minute he was pitted. So who do we think was going to win? Let's put our bets in the chat. Meanwhile, we've got Cad overtaking Storm for P9. Storm's rejoined on track, and that is going to put him down to probably P14. That was not really Cad's full, kind of turned in, and it spun him around. There's nothing he can do really. Billy up to P7. Where's his pace come from? My man was last place spinning, and he is now up to P7. As New Zealand Cam makes a move on Vessia. Will Vessia be able to fight it back? I didn't get an inhaler after this. I had a drink of some sort. I'm dying at the moment. Always do when I'm doing comms. I think New Zealand Camo sets the fastest lap of the race. So it's looking good for him. He's saying that he was maybe struggling. Maybe my advice has helped. Bryn is saying that it's Hamrick's win. However, penalties could actually change a lot in that. New Zealand Cam's got 14 seconds worth of penalties. However, I'm pretty sure that will be taken off. At the moment, it looks to be Tech's win. Because even with the 10 seconds removed, he's still got 4 seconds from something. So, as his Tech on the move on Sir Hamrick, it's going to be Tech who overtakes Sir Hamrick. Will Sir Hamrick be able to fight it back? I don't think he is. They're on the same tyre and same laps. Ewan has to pit. He won't make it. Well, he's been on those tyres for 11 laps. You can only make him 14. However, if his gamble pays off and there's a safety car, it could be interesting. At the moment, though, like I said, it could be Tech's win. We will see. I'm not going to hype him up. I'm not going to hype him down. I'm saying it could be his win. Meanwhile, New Zealand Cam, who is on absolutely rapid form at the moment, overtakes Sir Hamrick. It could possibly be his win. Even with if he gets the 10-second removed, which personally I think if he doesn't, it would be very harsh because he came back on track and he got it. It's not his fault. If he can get the 3 seconds, which we know Cam's pace, look at that, 130.8 on the mediums. That's incredible laps. from the Aston Martin driver, he could easily win this race. He's the fastest man on track at the moment. He's in P3. He's only not even a second behind Big Boy Ewan, who needs to pit, and only 2 tenths behind Tech, who doesn't need a pit. Vessi gets a 3-second time penalty, up down in P5. Cam overtakes Storm. These two have been fighting all race, as Storm has taken to view the off track. Set to 1, they had the flags, but that's not mattering. Will New Zealand can be able to make the move on Tech? He's might try and send it. Tech gives them room, and he's gone round again. Tech, I think, left enough room. I don't know though. Cam Rules gets a 3-second time penalty. New Zealand Cam drops down into P5. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry. However, it's not all over for him. He's only dropped down to P5. He's only about, what, 5 seconds off the lead now still? If Big Boy Ewan holds up the field still, he can catch up, I'm sure. Ooh. No, those starts, so I'm sure he won't. Cad, he is on a charge to try and gain himself back up the field, as Billy is going a bit slow compared to everyone else, and it's left Hecht and Cad to both catch up to him. So, Billy has been struggling all weekend, as Cam's gone round again, and this might be his hopes of a win gone. However, never say never, so, you know. Meanwhile, Cad might be looking at a move on Hecht, who is looking for a move on Billy. Such 3 something's happened. That is Bowers who's gone off. His strategy, I don't know. I think he might have got front wing damage on the first safety car restart. It's not gone too well for him, but you never know. Safety car could happen and he could win the race. Who knows? This race has really amazed me. There's another set to 3. I think Bowers might be retiring from the session. I think that was Carrafinger who's rejoined the session. I think I saw. I don't know why. Set to 2 something's happened. That is Cam off in the wall again, and he is retired on track, and he is now out of the race. Meanwhile, his teammate Hecht has made himself some progress. Cam might not be able to win this race or even get points, but Hecht sure can. He is flying on those hards at the moment, and he will, at the end of the race, be the quickest man on track, I'm sure, because everyone's mediums will be on breaking point where Hecht won't be. Some of these guys might not even make it to the end. Meanwhile, it's happened to Big Boy Ewan. He's gone off. What's happened? What? I don't know what's happened. Why is he? What? I did not even see the yellow flags for him. And he's now dropped all the way down to P10 and out of the points. That is so unfortunate from the Alfa Romeo driver. He might have not been able to win this race anyway, as I don't know what he's doing now. But, oh, so frustrating. He was having such a good race. Even if he pitted, it'd be somewhere near Luke-ish. That's really unfortunate there, as Hecht gets another 3-second time. I even caught that corner cut there. So it's now Tech who leads the race. That does not mean he wins the race, as we've just found out. I mean, we thought blooming Arthur could have won this race, Rooney could have won the race, but Rooney's been quite quiet recently. He's just kind of kept to the zone. If Tech gets 3 seconds, he could win this race still. In fact, Rooney will still get, I think, P3 at least. Any fights going on track at the moment? It's like Cad and Billy might be having a little fight going on in a minute. As Cad then, his teammate's not got any ERS compared to Cad's doing 89%. It's looking very good for Cad at the moment in terms of this fight. However, he will need a pit again. Because he's only got 1 lap until his tyres are really going to start to struggle with grip. 6 laps, so 13 laps will be when the race ends for the medium runners. That's how many laps they would have done. Vessia could still win this. Technically, he could, because he will have more grip at the end of the race. I'm not saying it will. Meanwhile, not many battles going on at the moment. Everyone's more separated out than ever in this race. So I'm expecting someone to spin and cause a safety car, if I'm being honest now. Billy is still trying to keep behind Hecht and keeping that DRS range. Might be able to. Oh no, I think he's just dropped out of it. So now this is where Cad's chance to pounce. He'll have DRS, he'll have ERS. Cam gets another 3 seconds. Cam rules, that is. He's up in P10, but I think he's got quite a lot of penalties. Oh, Cad's going for the move. Might have been a... I think he just let him through there. I thought that was going to be a very risky move. Penalties. Cam rule on 19 seconds of penalties. As Big Boy Ewan makes a move on Pantry Star for P11. How has he got 19 seconds? I understand he's been quite low in this race in terms of positioning, but oh my god. Billy's got 12 as well, so actually Rooney could still get P2 here. Bessie's got 9 seconds, Het's got 9 seconds, Storm's got 8 seconds. I think Cam will get P12 because Storm's 8 seconds. You know, these guys have really been corner cutting this whole race, though. They need to try and stay in track limits. That's something these all need to learn. Even if the whole field's got penalties, apart from Tech, from Rooney and Pantry Star and Boetz. My bet is still on Tech to win this race because unless he spins, he is looking very comfortable in the Alpine. Then I want to say Rooney would actually jump Sir Hamrick here for second, and then it will be Sir Hamrick in third. Very good race from Sir Hamrick. I mean, he came from 12th. Best year as well, 16 places. As Billy's overtaken his teammate again, I'm not too sure what the tactic is. Maybe DRS training each other to the guys ahead. However, Cad's tyres are now dying, so yeah. Luke's up in P9 after he had the best start. Storm, oh, what was that from Storm? I think that would be a slam dunk penalty in my books. That was a very risky move. That was on his own teammate as well. That was very aggressive, but we move. Meanwhile, oh, I did not mean to pause the game. Oh, what's going on here? Why is that come up? Apologies about that. I don't know. Stream still working? It is. I don't know what happened. Hopefully the stream won't crash this time, because I know that happened last time. Yeah, Tech's gonna win. Okay, so Bryn is now saying Tech to win. Anyone else has any more bets? Let me know. Cam has overtaken Luke. Pretty much pointless because he's not going to keep the place. I don't think he's going to keep points unless he pushes madness. Giorno now gets a 3 second time. Anyway, that puts him up to 12 things. Luke at this rate is going to get himself a very handy P8 in this race, even if he spins. I think he'll still get P8. Meanwhile, talking about spins, Cam Rolls spins, and he has now left the session. He should have at least retired, let's be real here. So the two Cams are not having the greatest races so far, unfortunate for the both of them. But yeah, Cam down to P12 then. And I'm going to say he's out of the race because you don't count if you leave the race, pretty much. So, Luke to red, now gets a 3 second time penalty. He's now on 6. He won with a defend from Big Boy Ewan, who is now chasing him down. Rooney has now, suddenly out of nowhere, just came out of Paceland, and he is now behind Vessia. And in fact, behind Sir Hamrick as well. So as it stands, he will get himself a P2, which will be an Alpine 1-2. Now doing wonders in the championship as it stands. Hecht even, he will keep, I think he'll keep P5, I think, maybe not, I don't know. Who's that scores yellow flag? I think that might be Storm. Yeah, these medium runners are now going to start losing their tyres though, so I'm expecting Vessia's now to shine and overtake Sir Hamrick. However, it wouldn't matter because I doubt he's going to gain 6 seconds and 2 laps, but you never know. We've got 4 watching. Hello to you all. Hope you're enjoying the stream and the comms. I know I'm not the best, but I try my best, that's for sure. As Vessia going to try and make the move on Sir Hamrick, he won't. What's happened to Storm? He's retired in the pits. that is his race over. We are now left with 13 runners pretty much in this race. Bowers might still be able to actually, he might still get himself 13th after all this, because of the penalty that Cam's got, 19 seconds. He's going to catch up, as meanwhile Vessia's making a move on Sir Hamrick. Apologies, I'm not commentating on that for some reason. And that's Vessia's place for P2, but I'm sure Sir Hamrick won't be moaning too much, because 6 seconds he's going to have to somehow pull. I don't think that's happening. Anyway, going back to the discussion on Bowers, he's going to be gaining second by second every lap, and Bowers will get a P13, which he's been 13 seconds behind. I would take that happily. Meanwhile, Hamrick's actually fighting back here from Vessia. Will he go and try and send it? No, he won't. Vessia on much lower era. Actually, they're around the same. It's Rooney who they should both be worrying about, though. So, yeah, not looking so good for him. As Boet has now overtaken Cam's AI for P12. So we've still got 13 AI. I don't care. So, meanwhile, so Hamrick will have DRS on Vessia, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No, it won't. By far, it won't be enough. Way too behind. For anything. Rooney, though, I'm sure he is looking for a very tasty P2 and a 1-2 for Alpine. In this race. It's not been near as exciting as Austria was on. I can't lie. I'm a bit... Oh, why is Bowers pitted? Ah, he's going to go fastest lap, I guess. Ah, that's annoyed because that means he will finish behind Cam, unless he can somehow pull a great 20-second gap to an AI, which I doubt will happen. Fastest lap though, I'm sure he won't mind that. He'll take that from New Zealand Cam's AR, dead car pretty much. So either way, I think no one's getting the fastest lap, unless Tech somehow flies now. He's going for it. Yeah, I can see that ERS management there. He is going to try and go for it on the mediums. However, with Bowers going on the softs, I'm sure we'll actually see him manage to take the fastest lap. Meanwhile, we have the fight for P2 in this race. The only fight technically on track at the moment. I mean, you could say Hex is now kind of getting in this battle, but I don't think it's going to mean much. If we start the final lap, will Rooney or Sir Hamrick do anything to be able to take P2 on track? Or P3 on track in that instance? It doesn't matter, because I think Rooney's going to get this P4 unless he gets a penalty. I don't see happening. That would be very dramatic. I think Rooney can kind of just chill. I don't think he's got anything to worry about. If anything, if the Red Bulls worked together, they could have had Sir Hamrick, no, Vessia hold up Sir Hamrick, and then it just been like that. But it hasn't, and it's actually kind of led downwards because he might get overtaken from a cat. I don't know. I doubt so. But anyway, well, Bowers will start his lap to try and get fastest lap. My game crashed.